Any members of the Cubs or Reds pitching staff you haven't met yet, here's your chance. Scored to tied at 4 in the 9th. Terry Adams, Thomas Howard, deep. I don't think it's playable. 5-4 Reds. Bottom 9, 6-4 Reds. Magadan at third. Ryan Sandberg, whom Harry referred to as Ryan Santo during this game, against the ex-Cub Lee Smith. Magadan scores 6-5. Still bottom 9. Still 6-5. 2 outs, runners on the corners. That's the tying run. That's the winning run. Sosa.
There he goes.
Sammy Sosa. Not Elias Sosa. Sandberg. Carl Sandberg scores. You're tied at 6. The city of big shoulders. Next man is Terry Shumpert. Hadn't had a hit in a month. Lee Smith blows it past him. We're going to bonus. Bottom 12, still tied at 6. Magadan at second. Sandberg. Base hit to the right field corner. Reggie Sanders are not going to get him. He's out. Dave lost a step somewhere, which is kind of hard to believe. Bottom 13. Grace at second. Terry Shumpert. Oh, into the vines.
The Cubs win. The Cubs.
Got that right. 7-6. 14 pitchers used in this game, including Dave Burba and John Smiley.
Facing Dave Nielsen. Past Mariano Duncan. 2 runs come home. 2-0 Brewers.
And both runs a bullet.
Top of the second, Matt Mieske, base knock off Rogers. And then Joe Torre comes out and says, wait a minute, Jose Valentin was due up. The Brewers batted out of order. Well, the Brewers changed the lineup. Valentin is called out. So while Mieske gets another at-bat, Valentin is upset because he's credited with an at-bat, and he never came to the plate. Meanwhile, Mieske, in his normal spot, flies out to Paul O'Neill in right field. Bottom of the second, it's Strawberry's first at bat. He received a 25-second standing ovation. Facing Ben McDonald, it's caught by Matt Mieske. McDonald pitching well. Runner aboard, Joe Girardi. The grounder back to McDonald, and it's the pitcher's best friend. The 1-6-3 double play. Bottom of the ninth, Yanks trailing 4-1. Graham Lloyd facing Straw. Everybody thought this one was out, including Scooter. Warning track power. Straw goes 0 for 4. Mike Fetters brought in to save the day. The Yanks load the bases in the ninth. And Wade Boggs, it doesn't happen often, but it did on Sunday. Check swing strikeout. Phil Garner's Brewers hold on. Chad Oj facing Robin Ventura, top of the second, 1-0 Tribe. It is high and it is deep. Kenny Lofton going back. And even his gold glove can't bring it back. Ventura's 19th, we're tied at 1. The replay shows just how close Lofton came to making a spectacular catch. But then we expect that from Kenny. Bottom of the third, still 1-1. Alex Fernandez in trouble. 2 runners aboard. Jim Tomei says they're not aboard anymore. Lofton and Vizquel score 3-1 Tribe. Chad Oj and Fuege. He gets the whiff on Frank Thomas. 6 Ks and 6 2/3. Top 7, 4-1 Tribe. The bases are loaded. Paul Ossenmacher on in relief, facing Ozzie Guillen.
Here it comes. Breaking ball, he got him.
Ends the threat. Top 8, still 4-1. Manny Ramirez, base knock. Vizquel scores. Vizquel went 4 for 4, scored a career-high 4 runs. 3 RBIs for Ramirez. Tribe roll by a final of 6-1. Vizquel's 4 hits, 1 shy of his career.
Dodger throwaway Eric Young, top of the third inning. The bloop single off Pedro Estacio, and here comes Walter Weiss. The Rockies are up 1-0. Young going to the All-Star game. Here's the reason. Chad Fonville, the bunt. Young on the skirt, the shovel scoop. He's out. Nice play. Kevin Ritz had lots of defense behind him, going for his second win over the Dodgers in about a week. Bottom 7, 1-0. Greg Gagne to the third. Vinny Castilla dives and makes the throw. Full extension. Galarraga and Castilla and Galarraga combined. Then in the 8th, Scott Radinsky pitching the man on third. Young again. Delano DeShields. Yeah. The invisible throw to first. Reed scores 2-0 Rockies. Young drove in 2 runs and scored a third. 3-0 Rocks. Bottom of the 8th, 2 men on. Raul Mondesi, Curtis Leskanic. Raul. Rockies win 3-0, and the Dodgers don't sweep Colorado. Kevin Ritz is 10-5 in 10 years as a pro. Not as a big leaguer, but as a pro. It's in the 4th. Ken Caminiti. It's deep, and I don't think it's playable. Not off Doug Creek, but off Osvaldo Fernandez. 12 homers for Caminiti, 3-1. Padres trailing. Then Rob Deere.
And that one is gone.
2 days in the majors again, and that's a very, very strange celebration. What is with that? 2 homers, 2 days. In the 4th, 2 men on for Ricky Henderson. Ricky, real men don't taunt. Hit yourself a little harder next time. 5-3 Pods. Fernandez hits himself in the head in a different way altogether. Bottom of the 6th, bases loaded for Ken Caminiti. Mark Leiter gives up the slasher down the line and right. Henderson scores. Livingstone scores. Padres have won 9 in a row over the Giants and moving to first place, 10-3, as the Giants continue to sink slow.
Philadelphia second baseman watched as Pete Incaviglia drops Terry Pendleton's fly ball to left. Jeff Conine slides safely into third. The error was costly. Next batter, Kurt Abbott. Russ Springer with a wild pitch. Conine comes plate. We're 2-0 Marlins. Tied at 4 in the 10th. Charles Johnson.
Magnified 2-0 pitch here.
Trying to set up the drama there. Pendleton scores 5-4 Marlins. Next man up, Alex Arias. Little blooper. Ricky Otero can't come up with it. Can't stop it either. Johnson scores. Otero misplays it again. They've scored a triple and an error.
Speaking of hot, it's Jeff Blauser against Donnie Wall. Orlando Miller. That ball just bounced right through his glove. Mark Whitten scores 2-1 Braves. Bottom of the third, Eddie Perez, Maddox's personal catcher. It's off the wall in left center. McGriff will score. Whitten, they're not gonna get him. 4-1 Braves. Still 4-1 moving into the 6th. The defense betrays the Astros.
1-2.
Maddox puts the bunt down. Bagwell, great move coming in from first, but picks it up, drops it, and then get a roll of stamps and mail it in. 5-1 Braves. They win 9-1. Sweat this one out. McGriff hit his home run. Explain that to us, Ray Ordonez. Top 6, tied 1. Chris Jones at second. Jones waits for Real Cormier's pitch and then steals third. Is it Cormier's fault? Look at this. Jones noticed that Darren Fletcher's just sort of been throwing the ball softly back. Took off on the delayed steal. Important this play was. Obviously, we wouldn't have shown it to you otherwise, because 2 pitches later, Cormier bounces one past the catcher. Jones scores 2-1 Mets. So Fletcher is not a happy camper until this happens. Bottom 6, 1 on. Fletcher hits the ball real hard. Oh, redemption. 2-run homer. Expos hang on to win 4-3 and avoid the sweep. The irony here is that before this one, Expos manager Felipe Alou had ripped.
In his last 57 at-bats, how many times you seen it? I throw out a stat, and Mo Vaughn goes yard. Cool Mo V, a souvenir on Utah Street. 2-0 Sox. O's down 4-1. Oh, Brady's done it again. Well, the Red Sox did get Mike Boddicker. O's down 4-3. Bottom of the 8th, 1 on. Joe Hudson comes in to pitch to Chris Hoyles. It's a 2-run homer. The O's take a 5-4 lead. Top of the 9th, Randy Myers in to save it. 2 on, 2 out. Do you challenge Mo Vaughn? Oops. 450-foot answer. Second of the game. And the Sox win it by the final of 7-5. Top of the 2nd, Hill beans John Marzano.
It's the 2nd time.
Well, how would Lou Piniella and his pitching staff respond? Bottom of the 2nd, Warren Newsom jacks this Bob Wells offering. 2-run homer, his 8th. It's 2-0 Texas. Next inning, Bob Wells would answer at Pudge Rodriguez's head. The Rangers, though, would only bear down even tougher. Ken Hill, top of the 5th, facing Edgar Martinez, and he got him looking. One of 7 strikeouts for Hill. Bottom 5, 4-0 Rangers. Juan Gonzalez gone.
Deep to left field.
7th homer in the last 9 games, 22 on the year, 5-0 Texas. Max Suzuki making his major league debut for Seattle. Gives up a base hit. Rodriguez will end up with a triple. Rich Amaral can't come up with it. Rodriguez goes 3 for 4. He would later score. The Rangers win it by the final of 8-3. Max Suzuki, the 3rd, the 4-hitter, Chili Davis against Doug Johns. Base knock, bringing in Darren Erstad. Angels go up 2-1. It's Angels 3-2 when Garrett Anderson brings in Erstad again. Angels up 4-2. Next batter, Chili Davis. Base knock brings in Rex Hudler. 5-2 Angels. Still 5-2. Top of the 6th. Chile one more time. This one off Carlos Reyes. Davis breaks his bat. Brings in Gary DiSarcina. 4 RBIs for Chile. Then in the 8th, 6-2 Angels. Anderson at the plate. Hudler scores again. 7-2 Angels. They go on to win it by the final. 9-4. Davis and Anderson go. Bases are juiced. So's the ball. Cecil, 9th career grand slam, 19th home run of the year. 4-0 Tigers. 5-0 Tigers as we move to the 3rd because the highlights are better there. Tony Clark.
The batter, and he hits it deep in the left center.
Number 6 on the year. 6-0 Tigers. Top of the 4th, Ed Sprague against Felipe Lira.
There's the 2-2 pitch. 3.
Ran in on him and got him. Carlos Delgado, Lira, a complete game shutout. That's right.